This officer is waiting for backup outside a house in Georgia after a woman reports that her friend is inside and that the father of her child is refusing to let her leave.
What's going on, man?
This lady to get off my property. She would not get off my property. This is my baby mother. I told her get off my property. She mad, a female. So she done beat me and I don't even want to, you feel me? I don't know why the f he just did that. She on the phone yelling at my friend, telling her I won't let her get out the door. She done beat me. We both got video. I told her, come back. I got to go to work. You see what I'm saying? I got to go to work. He would not let me out. So I told her 20 times get off my property.
This female here?
Yeah, this her right here. I told her 20 times to get off my property.
Ma'am, don't go nowhere.
She done did this to me before, all because of females. I told her get off my property. She said she wore her clothes. I said, okay, come back and get them. I have to go to work. She would not let me go. She would not let me go. So I got a camera, we on the back, and I'm like, well, damn, let me go. She would not let me go. So I told her, okay, you could come in the house. You could get your stuff. You could get it. So bam, she come and record me. Oh, you say I could get my stuff right? I said, yeah. So you come in the house, you grab my phone out my pocket, and you toss it.
Okay.
That's what she do. She toss it. So I'm like, bro, get off my property. She keep pushing me. So she done broke my front door. She broke the front door. I said, listen, go out that back door. You done broke my front door. I didn't even know it was broke until 5 minutes before you pulled up. She done broke my door. So I said, listen, I don't want nothing to happen. You see what I'm saying? But she gonna try to put it on me as usual. She done did this before. They couldn't do nothing. This will be the third time she did that. First time she did it because of my baby. My baby's over here across the street. She done bit me. She done bit me. She done bust my lip. I'm defending myself, officer. This is my house. I told her to get out numerous times.
Okay. So y'all were living together for a while. When did she leave?
She left last night. This morning I was going to work. I told her come at 11:30. Hold on. Can I get my phone? Can you come with me to the backyard?
Just hang tight. We'll do that stuff in a minute.
Okay,
is your phone in the backyard? Is that where she threw it?
Yeah, that's where she threw it at. It's right there in the back. We could go grab it. I could show you the messages. Because she going to try to put it like something else that make me go to jail.
I got you.
So, like I said, you could come get your stuff at 11:30. At 11:30, I got to go to work. So, she pulls up at 8 something. I wake up late. So, she got my messages silent. So, I say, well, come get it before I go to work. I woke up late. Trying to give it to you now, but she got my notification silence. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
She got my notification silence. So by the time she texts back, I already had to go to work. So I'm trying to get out and go to work the whole time. I told her pull up in front of the camera so I can have everything documented because I knew this was going to happen. You see what I'm saying? I knew this was going to happen.
Okay.
That's why I told her go through the back door. I got a front door camera where it don't record. So I'm trying to tell her go through the back door so we can have all this recorded. But she wanted to sit on the front porch because she knows, she done logged into my phone, she knows what she's capable of. You see what I'm saying? This girl is crazy. I am bad as a fuck, man. I swear to God. Listen, I'm trying to help this girl. I told her, get off the property, man. Get off my property. I got the right to tell her that, right?
Well, she's been staying here now, but...
That she was not staying here. She periodically come. My baby stays here now. Me and her, we just have, I don't know if that counts as her staying here, but her name not on my lease. Nothing. She got a few clothes in my house. I don't know what that counts as. But I told her to leave. We went through this last time when I was standing on. You could pull up a report. She called the police. I told them, hey, listen. Now, she not here on my property. So I told her, hey, listen, you need to get off my. I told her, if you don't want to have before I go to work, then I'm good. You see what I'm saying? That's what I told her, because this is my girl. This, you know, that's just how we talk. If you don't want to have before anything happens, I'm good. So she said no. I go outside. I say, hey, okay, I got to go to work. I'm trying to come around her. She backing up. I'm trying to go to the car. Hey, is you going to let me leave or not? You going to let me leave or not?
The female over there with the striped white and black shirt, get her information. What's going on today?
I have text messages because we want to see that. My baby go to school right there. Our baby go to school right there. I dropped the baby off. Text him this morning. I said, can I get my things? He said, I sat out here for a minute. I ain't want to go in his house. I kept telling him, I don't feel safe in your house. I don't want to go in your house. You feel what I'm saying? I never wanted to go in his house. Stayed right there. He texted me back. I can show you everything. He texted me back and said, I'm trying to get in touch with you so you can get your things now. I said, I don't feel comfortable going in your house. He said, pull up by the camera. This is for my documentation. So his camera's right there. I pulled up by the camera. He tried to leave, block me in. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, you said I could get my stuff. Put my stuff on the porch so I can leave. You spitting in my car. I got dirt and all in my car. I had my door locked, but this part right here broke, so he could still talk and spit through it.
Okay.
He spitting, throwing dirt in my car. Never said nothing. I'm recording the whole thing. The whole thing. He said he went and unlocked the door. I said, I don't feel safe coming in your house. Can you please get my stuff? I don't know where your at. I want you to get the phone. Just get your and leave. I stepped on the porch recording him. He snatched the phone out my hand, so I threw his phone. His phone right there on the ground. Threw his phone, and he still had, well, he just gave me my phone when you put up. Well, he threw my phone when you put up. That's how I was able to call my friend so she could get me out the house. You see his screen door broke? I tried my best to get out his house. I'm screaming and yelling to get out his house. He stood right there till you came. He was right there when you pulled up.
Okay.
He stood right there till you and my friend pulled up.
Okay.
That's how I was able to walk out the house like this. I have all these bruises on me. This not from fighting myself. He kept telling me, no, go out the back door. He want me to go through his house to get out the back door so he could beat on me in the house. I said no. So I'm trying to get away from him and go. I said, matter of fact, you can have the stuff. I have a laptop in there, my work clothes in there, and the shoe in there. That's all I wanted. He could have put it on the porch. I did not want to go in his house. He wanted me to go in his house so he could put his hands on me. He mad because I made it on the porch. He has a little bolt lock on the screen door. So I have to kick it to get out.
Okay. With the whole physical part, what happened with the whole physical part between you and him inside the house?
Like fighting?
Yeah. What physical
like I was
happened?
telling you, he finally unlocked the door and told me, come on, get your stuff. Told me to come on, get my stuff. He was recording too. So it's on his phone too.
Okay.
So I got out. I said, Rob, I don't feel comfortable coming in your house. You just put your hands on me last night and I got away. You feel me? My baby go to school right there. He's supposed to be keeping her for this whole week. So I drop her off to school. I did not even have to bring her over here. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to be cordial with you.
Okay.
I drop her off to school, asked her for my things. He said, come on now, pull up by the camera. I pulled up by the camera for our safety. I don't want to fight you. You a whole man. You get what I'm saying? So I pulled up by the camera. He was spitting in my car and all that. I was recording. He said, don't worry about it. I already called off to work. He unlocked his house door. I said, I don't feel comfortable going to your house. Can you please get my stuff? I was recording him the whole time. That's when he snatched my phone out my hand and dragged me in the house.
How did he drag you? Like, how did he drag you?
From my shirt and my arms. That's when my arms got
so you went from behind and dragged you into the house?
He's pulling me like this and pulling my arm. Pulling me forward because I'm coming up here and he's pulling me forward.
Okay.
So he snatched my phone. I threw his phone back there. His phone is on the ground back there. He about to get it. He gonna show police. He about to get it. So he recording. He snatched my phone so he could delete everything I'm recording. You get what I'm saying?
Did he delete any of it or no?
He delete the videos but not the text messages.
Okay.
So he gave me my phone when y'all put that.
Okay.
With the videos and text messages out of it.
Okay, well,
video.
All right, so he dragged you inside the house, though?
Yes.
Okay, and then what happened inside the house?
He was hitting on me. I had to run through the front.
Hitting on you how? Describe it as best
hitting on me,
you can.
holding me down, setting his whole body on my head, keep slamming my head to the ground.
Okay.
I find a way while he's standing at the back door, I find a way to run to the front door and get on the porch, but the bolt lock was on. So I had to kick it. He come holding me down the whole time. I'm screaming the whole time. The whole time.
Okay.
Nobody come outside. So I finally get my phone, call my friend. She called y'all.
Okay.
That's
and
how
the
that
friend
was.
is the one in here?
I called her and my other one. I put up and called y'all.
Okay.
You see how she playing? Please get off my property and come back later then. If you don't want to come get it, can you please come back later and get off my property, please? That's what she's stressing. I don't feel safe because she knows she about to call the police. My bad. I'm so angry. I'm about to tap you on the shoulder. Yeah, be on the porch. That's what I told her, right?
I told you that.
And she comes in the house. I told her, okay, well, come get the stuff. The first thing you do, you come up with the phone. So I'm pulling out my phone. You just, and then throw it out and then bum rush me. So I'm like, well, what the back up, dirty. Go ahead, get your shit. I pushed off me. I said, go ahead, get your shit. Go ahead, get your shit. She comes swinging.
How'd you get the split lip?
I don't want her to go to jail. She punched me in my
Okay.
It's like,
was that after you pushed her or before?
No, this was before. When she grabbed my phone, she was already swinging. I pushed her.
Okay.
So
she grabbed the phone, threw the phone.
Yeah, and I pushed her.
And she punched you. And then you pushed her off.
I pushed her to the ground. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it sound bad for me or her. You see what I'm saying?
No, I got you.
But it's like, she acting crazy. This is what she do. We done been through this 3 times before. She tried to get me sent to jail. This is her 3rd time.
I'm reviewing video footage. She said that during the altercation, he grabbed her phone and tried to delete the videos, but they're still in their bin. So I'm just trying to see what What's happening right now with it?
Okay.
I have her information as well.
How'd your pants get ripped?
Fighting him inside of there.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, can you tell me a little bit what was going on today?
Okay, but this morning she had texted me, but she called me. She was like, Kobe, I think I'm gonna need you. You won't let me out. So I was like, okay, well, just call me. But she called me about 4 or 5 times, but I missed the call in between getting my chair ready. Then she said, man, I need you to pull up right now. She's like, this trying to kill me. Nobody's coming outside to help because this is his hood.
Mm-hmm.
So when I seen that, I immediately got in my car and came over.
Okay.
And then when I got there, I looked at when I got there, I was just standing at the door because I already know how he is. I seen her on the ground with her hand out there, and then therefore I seen y'all lit up police and back at me. I got out the car and I was like, she need help. He got her on the ground. She need help.
So you saw her on the ground with him?
Yeah, like he was stomping her. And her hand, like her hand was hanging out the door.
Started last night. Apparently they got pissed at each other. They were arguing. She wanted to get her stuff out of the house.
Okay.
He said it was late. He told her to come back the next day at 11:30. He'd have it out on the porch for her. Okay. She comes back today. They're texting back and forth. He tells her, come inside. We'll have a quickie. You can get your stuff.
Okay.
She says, no, I don't feel like it. I'm not doing it. Comes out, she's got her phone up, she's recording. She says, can I come in and get my stuff? He says, I already told you you can't. She walks up to the front, or the back door. He's standing there with his back up against the door frame. Physical altercation starts.
It's all recorded?
The phone cuts off at that point.
Okay.
He states that while she had the phone up, she reached, grabbed into his pocket, grabbed his phone, threw it.
Okay.
And hit him in the face. She's saying that as she's walking out the back door, he grabs her, yanks her inside.
You got bit, right?
Yeah.
Where'd you get bit at?
On my chest.
You mind if I take a picture? Alright, he's going for aggravated assault, strangulation, false imprisonment.
Okay.
So I gotta do some strangulation questions, but make sure you got started.
You go to 1095?
Yep.
Oh, sir. Go ahead and stand up for me.
What, I gotta go?
Yeah, do.
What?
Come on.
What I'm going for?
I'll explain it all. I got you, man. I'll explain it.
Wait, can I call my witnesses? Hold on, wait. I got a witness across the street now.
We'll talk to him, but let him do this and then I'll explain everything, alright?
Yeah, explain that to me.
I will.
That's crazy.
So what we're gonna do?
We're gonna double lock.
Here, you're gonna stand up for me. Alright, here, take a step right here. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna double lock it. We're gonna safety in the AC in the car, and I'll explain everything, alright? Right now, before I go on to anything and ask you anything or explain anything, I do need you to understand you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. So what's going to end up happening, you're under arrest for aggravated assault, strangulation, and false imprisonment. She was strangled. She has signs, symptoms, and evidence of her being strangled multiple times. And also, you told me that you would not allow her back through the front door.
Because she broke it.
Yeah, so you got to let her out that front door. Okay.
Okay, how can I let her through the front door? I told her to give me a chance to unlock it.
And then
She
you guys sat
down.
and you sat there for 30 minutes while she's trying to leave. And she's got text messages for 30 plus minutes with her friend saying that she needs help and she needs to get let out. So in 30 minutes, her texting other people, she never tried to leave.
He was charged with false imprisonment, aggravated assault, strangulation, and battery.
Hey everyone, it's Trent, prior Deputy Sheriff, Patrol Sergeant, and Canine Handler, and I have definitely been to my fair share of domestic violence related calls. Unfortunately, is one of the most common calls you're going to be going to as a cop, and it's also one of the most dangerous as well because emotions are high, people are angry, they're upset, sometimes there's kids involved, long-standing relationships, marriages, and the suspects in these cases, they see that all that is going to potentially be going away once the cops show up, including their freedom, because they're going to be more than likely arrested and taken to jail. Sometimes they're under the influence of alcohol or that definitely adds fuel to the fire. So as a cop, you have to be extra careful when you're responding to these things because sometimes people do crazy stuff on these cases specifically. And this case in particular is what we always refer to as a cluster because you just show up, essentially you just have two people that have completely different statements. They're kind of all over the place. They're both emotional and upset and angry. There's no real witnesses whatsoever, aside from the female half's friend at the very end when she provided that statement where she saw the guy stomping on the girl as she was trying to exit the front door of the house. Aside from that, you have to do your investigation to determine what actually went on because you don't really have any witnesses. And these cops did exactly what they were supposed to do. They checked the cell phones, the text messages, the videos. You're also going to be looking at the recordings, if there's any cameras that work on the exterior of the residence, which it sounds like the one on the back of the house did. Additionally, you want to make sure you're talking to as many neighbors as possible to see what they saw or heard. They might not cooperate, but you need to do your due diligence as well. And it sounds like these officers were able to determine that the male half was the primary aggressor. So that is the key word, primary aggressor. You need to determine who started the physical altercation, who was trying to inflict injury on the other party, and who was trying to defend themselves. That is going to be key in solving these situations and determining who is going to be going to jail. And they were able to do that through the text messages. Also, she had strangulation marks. However, I will say that it doesn't sound like they were able to really figure out what went on up front for the most part, because there were no witness statements and there was no corroborating evidence after I reviewed the report. However, in these situations, they can be very tricky, and you just have to do your best and make the most logical judgment call that you can, because domestic violence calls are a mandatory arrest. So once you determine who the primary aggressor is, it is mandated by law that you have to arrest that person and transport them to county jail. Additionally, they contacted a supervisor and also a detective. I didn't have a detective that would come out and deal with that. I was with a smaller rural agency, so we have to do all these calls from start to finish. However, sometimes you're bouncing ideas off of your partners or your supervisor, because a lot of the times you won't have any information available at all. No texts, no recordings, no witnesses, no nothing. I've been to multiple domestic violence calls where both people had injuries and I didn't have anything else to go off of. Just a he said, she said. So you do your best to make a judgment call and try to determine who the primary aggressor is, because it is a mandatory arrest. And sometimes the judge would toss the case out completely and deem it to be mutual combat, in which case neither one of those people got in trouble. And that happens a lot when there's multiple incidents, multiple calls for service involving two people in a relationship that just keep going back to each other over and over and over again. Sometimes it's the female half that gets arrested. Sometimes it's the male half. And it's just kind of all over the place. And with these two people specifically, it sounds like that's kind of the case as well. They both indicated that there's been multiple prior incidents. Fortunately, their child in common was at school during this. However, because there are multiple times that this happens, it's not unreasonable to believe that the child is home on some of these occasions. So I would also be contacting Child Protective Services, making them aware of the situation. I'm not sure if these officers did that or not, but that is something in addition that I would do as well. And that's going to be it for this one. See you guys in the next one.